Yo, homies, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Roundtable, brought to you in part by Red Bull and, of course, Checkmate Industries. We're here with a special guest tonight. We got Dox in the house. What's up, dog?
What's up, P-Doc?
Zimmy, yeah man, Kingston, Jamaica, official. Whitehall Avenue, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
All day, every day. Respect. Thanks for having me here,
Hey,
fellas.
thanks for your time, first of all.
No doubt. Always open. Hip hop. I love music, so this is what I do, you know?
What it's all about, man.
That's what we're all here to get.
Culture. That's what brings us all together, right?
Absolutely. Sure.
Official. It's it's the fact that hip hop can cross over into different genres and different avenues, and people of different ethnicities, are just loving the fact that hip hop can bring people together, whether you're black, white, Chinese, Asian, whatever. It's like it brings people together. And me as an artist, I respect people that take time into their craft. Whether you play football and you try to catch that football pass, you got to put your craft into that, catching that good pass. So every time I write my rhymes, I try to put my best craft into my pen, and try to give people just like really good music,
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Respect.
Well, I gotta say, honestly, as long as from the very first time I heard you spit, your first few bars on the one session, that's how I got to hear you. Bobby brought you across into the hidden.
You got the hard copy. That's what's up. Got the hard copy. Yeah.
Those first few bars, man. P to the D to the O to the X. More terrorist threats than West Side Connect. Man.
Yeah.
Coming off so hard, and strong. That confidence in your voice, like we were just talking about. Like, man, that drove a lot of inspiration right there for me. I'll tell you that right now.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. It's just, like for me, like, being around one session before I was a part of one session, I was doing my own thing, way before then. Like I started really writing in like 94.
Okay.
And I used to spend a whole bunch of time in New York. So when I was in New York, I kind of like incorporated some of that NYC style just because I was around it so much.
Okay.
And then, coming back here and then being able to kind of grow within that style and then kind of grow within just being who I am. I think that kind of like separates me and stands me out from a lot of rappers from the West Coast, because also the fact that I am from Kingston, Jamaica. So then now I can talk about the street shit and still keep it authentic because I've seen it, I've lived it, I've been through it, what I'm saying? I have it around me, it's in my family. So I just took all that inspiration, you see what I'm saying, just to kind of craft who I am as an artist,
Definitely.
Natural blend.
Correct. Always has to be natural. Like it always has to be when you put your time into making your music, then your craft has to always be natural, because then you won't have that real good vibe that people want to hear. It's just like a bunch of the same shit you hear now on the radio or you see in the videos.
I was gonna say, and I think that's like the problem with a lot of. It's not even just hip hop nowadays. I think it's almost crossed all different genres about just. I think at the end of the day, the fans will hear through the music and they can tell whether it's real or not. And like clearly, you're gonna have some people who don't care, but the real core fans who really listen to it, I think people see right through the gimmicks.
Right. But some people will take that gimmick and say, "Look, I could be the next so and so or the next so and so." You see, I'm saying. So everybody wants to come out and be that next person, but there's no one coming out to be themselves.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. The form is just being yourself.
Correct.
So come original.
Yeah, right. And then we all take something from hip hop in the sense of we take something from we take something from different artists and different collection of artists, saying to kind of create our own style, because we all have to start from somewhere. You know what I mean? Because when I was growing up and I was starting to rap, my favorite rapper, and still is to this day, is Redman. I wanted to be Redman because I felt like that's me. I can rap the animation, I could do the little different styles, and So I crafted myself around me trying to be the next Redman. But then I was like, hey, I could just be me and just still kind of have that same vibe and essence in the music that he does, but still do it in my own way.
Yeah.
And then so it's just all about growth, man, and just being true to your craft. And like right now, you guys have your podcast right now, and I respect that 100% because now you're actually giving me a platform to reach other people. Oh, by the way,
my
Breath of the
man.
Gods coming out tomorrow, July 27th. You know what I mean? It's only 5 songs, you know what I mean? But I got much more in the chamber, you know what I'm saying? Just ready sitting up, and it's gonna be much more doper shit than those
Bro.
5 songs you hear. You know what I mean? I got some
Just
heat,
a
man.
little
I got some.
snippet, you put that snippet out the other day, and man, I was really digging what I was hearing. You could definitely hear your unique style, you coming out. Man, that's exciting to be able to hear, because honestly, we've only heard, except for maybe Jungle Eyes track, we've heard a lot of features come. We haven't had a chance to hear solo, so exciting on our end. That's for sure, All right, we back to, yeah, man. So you were just about to answer us, but I think that plane messed things up.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably messed up the train of thought. Yeah. Well, maybe we can get into the Bobby B connection. You and Bobby go back.
Oh yeah, we go way back. My connection through Bobby is through -1. I've been knowing -1 since like 1997. We used to work at the airport, LAX, together. And one day I was rapping. One day he rolled past on the little tug, and he was like, "Oh, you rap?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm the nicest shit you ever heard." And he was like, "Let me hear something." So from that moment, it's not like there's like no looking back, man. It's like we go way back. And then with Tri-State, I met Tri-State through Minus, probably like I say around 2003. I met Tri-State around that time, probably like 2002, 2003. I met State, we also had Cringe. You remember Cringe from one session.
Mm-hmm.
We had Cringe that was part of the group, so it was just like we were just always just making music every single day. Like it was like no time where we just took off from making music. We had a spot downtown LA, and that was a spot where we used to record our music. Right across the hall, we had a little spot where we could perform and make sure our stage shows and all that shit was on point. So we had everything like really like focused on the music. And then people started doing their other things, and then shit kind of like went this way and that way. And then I kind of have fell back from even writing rhymes. I was kind of like really like I'm just done with rap. This shit's like not for me anymore. I just didn't really want to do it anymore. I just lost the passion for it. And then I was able to kind of like get that back. Just kind of like re-inspire myself just to start writing back. And then I ain't looked back since, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So for me, like getting to hear your tracks on the one session album, I was trying to find a little bit more of your guys' work, and then I stumbled across your C-Made work on Dat Piff. You got a few stuff out there. Tell us a little bit.
Right.
Custom made. What was that?
Well, custom made. Those my guys, man. Those my my young homies, and it's crazy how I actually even met them. It's because it's like I used to stay in Gardena, and in my apartment complex was this young girl who stayed upstairs, and she was actually messing with Element from Custom Made.
Okay.
So he was like, "Oh, I rap," and I was like, "Let's battle." So we went in a little spot, we battled, and they was like, "Yo, come to the studio across the street." So went to the studio and I hooked up with them, and then kind of got like real deep in with them and started making real music with them.
Okay.
And it's like
good track on there with you on there too, man. I really dig that stuff, man. I downloaded it a while back, and that Piff, it really exposes a lot of good artists on there. So
right. Right, because we also signed with Baby Grand as well too. Don't forget that because we were signed with Baby Grand, and we had the distro deal with this little spot with this company out in Paris that was working through Baby Grand.
Okay.
So they was able to kind of perform and then do songs with other rappers on Baby Grand as well as the custom made stuff they did separately as a group.
That's dope. No, I didn't.
You know what I mean? So yeah, so
and,
it was.
You do a little bit of stuff with like Planet Asia and stuff like that, or you just kind of kick it with him, or no?
I mean, I haven't did anything with Planet Asia. I know him. Saying we cordial. I speak with him when he see me. He always shout me out, brethren. And I shout him out, whatever. And
I was trying to figure.
I haven't really did anything.
All right, I wasn't sure.
Oh no, it's all through.
It's just
through Tri-State. Yeah, it's all through Tri-State. That's his people. So.
Okay. Yeah, man. You and Tri-State got a lot of chemistry together. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, that's the sensei, man. I call him the sensei because he taught me a lot of things. As on the aspect of how to craft my bars and really, push out the, saying like the dope shit I can actually say like this instead of putting it like that. You see what I'm saying? So he made me change up the way that I approach writing a bar. And
stuff like that to me before. That's
yeah. It's all about creating different patterns, different vibes to how the beat is. So he kind of pushed me to kind of hear the music in a different way because the songs I was doing with Tri-State, I would have never did those beats. I'm like, fuck no, I hate that beat. That's just trash. Like I'm not doing that beat. You know what I mean? Like so, I was able to kind of me. Well, they shooting over here. Oof, crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool as fuck though. When somebody comes along, or you have somebody in your life that either sees something in you and or can give you that constructive criticism, knowing full well that take and run with it, but that they see the potential in you. That's cool as hell.
Right. So I just, like I said, I just take all of that I've learned over the years, and the fact that being from Kingston, Jamaica, for me it's kind of the foundation and the birthplace of kind of like the whole clashing of hip hop. The dance hall, the putting the two turntables, like that was never like going on in America. That was in Jamaica way before they had two turntables in America. In Jamaica, we was been doing that shit.
Okay.
So all those musical influences that was down there, the Bob Marleys, the Beanie Mans, the Bounty Killers, the Vibe Cartels, all the Jamaican artists that I look at, I listen to. I say, yo, I know what they're talking about. I'm from these places. I'm from these streets. I've seen it. My father done this. My mother's done that. So it's like I see it, man. And I take that, into like I have so much shit inside my head that when I write, man, I just like, oh, that's whack. But then I hear, I'm like, that's dope to me. But then I write it down as whack. But then when I go back to it, I'm like, that was kind of tight. You know what I'm saying? So I have this book of just unwritten rhymes that I never even use. I have songs that's not even haven't even been heard before.
For sure.
That I've done,
Man.
That's some shit coming, man.
Killer, man.
Yeah, Dox Archives.
Yeah.
Daniel in heaven looking at your crates, man, because I know he's a huge fan of all the freaking Jamaican rooted music.
Oh, dude, that's right.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh yeah. All those dub plates that that the songs that you hear on the album, I will send you guys a copy of the songs, saying through your email. But all the songs and the dub plates that's on the stuff that you see -1 spinning, that's all of my stepfather's shit. Like my stepfather, before he passed away, he was a very well-known DJ, Jamaican DJ that he's worked with a lot of Jamaican artists. And all those original dub plates that you hear on the music are his from his archives and his collection of those reggae dub plates. So I got those, man. They're all throughout my house, just everywhere. Just records of just different artists that came to his studio and hopped on a mic and gave him a shout out like, yo, Basic Records, and then that's all on the album, That's,
what was his name?
That's Basic, Simon
Okay.
Basic Records,
Okay.
That's special. That's cool to have.
That's way awesome, dude.
Yeah, so,
Yeah,
I
that's
just
a
try
lot
to-
of inspiration too, man. To have to be bringing up, I bet.
Oh, of course. Like I say, it's in my house every single day.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's,
How old were you
it's
actually
there.
when you left Kingston? You went
I
to
was actually I came here first, so I was I'll say about 6. I was about 6, and
Okay.
I'll say from I was going back and forth. The first time I kind of went back is when my father got killed. So I went back for the funeral, and then after that, I was kind of going back every summer. But then I started going back to New York a lot, summers and Christmas. So for the most part, I was never really in California. Like throughout my childhood growing up, I was either at home in Jamaica or I was in New York, chilling in Brooklyn. And then my auntie moved from Brooklyn to Queens. I was in Queens and, seeing how New York dudes move and seeing how New York dudes slang talking and how they carry themselves and how they do their rhyming, how they respect hip hop. And so for me, I had all the best of all coasts, the West Coast, the East Coast, and the West Indies. I had all of that shit inside of me to put into this music that I'm going to give everybody, man.
That's what's up. We can't wait to hear it, man. We're excited.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Tomorrow, I'm excited, man. My first official album, man. Blessed by the gods, man. I worked hard on that album.
At props.
It's just it's songs, the songs that's going to be on the album, or songs that I didn't even want to be on the album. I wanted to do other shit, and Minus was like, nah, bro, these are the joints that you should have, because it's different. So when you hear it, each song is different from the next song.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's just official hip hop, man. Official hip hop, man. Produced by Wave Division, man. -1, Bobby B, Gamby. My daughter is on there. She's on the song, singing the little harmony hook on there. So I got my daughter on there. So I got the daughter on the joint. So it's special, man. It's a special album, man.
Digging it, man.
Special album.
They got a good thing going on over there at Wave Division right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they do. I know I picked up all the latest albums. They're freaking fresh, man.
It's like a refreshing movement.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite songs on there? Like what songs do you guys play a lot on that, especially the new album that Bobby just dropped, a couple months ago. Like which one you guys?
I gotta tell you, man, my favorite song is yours on there, Vibration, on that old Stalag rhythm, right?
It's crazy. Yeah, And actually, in honesty,
that who's track with you and Tri-State is too. Is that the name of it? It's Knock Knock Kusu. Nah.
Which one is that?
Hold on, I'm gonna grab the album. I just listened the hell out of it. I don't know. I don't look at the cover.
He's going to go pull out the records. That's what's up.
Digging in the crates right now.
On the new Bobby album.
Great.
Vibration.
Because the thing is, I had the digital copy forever, and I just barely got the physical right now.
There it is.
It was sitting at my parents' house for a little bit. So I finally just picked it up, but it was actually damn, that shit's actually on the One Session, the Airliner album. I'm thinking Airliner right now.
Oh,
right?
you mean was it either the Arrival or it's Relay? I think it's the Arrival, right? Where I'm like seaweed roll, lobster with the butter sauce, cranberry cooking. Let's get the grubbing on that joint.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
That's
man.
the one. It's called Arrival. Me and Tri-State on that joint. He comes on after me after I do the whole little verse and shit, But yeah, That's one of some we did. You know.
My bad. I freaking just the digital copies, like not having the physicals like that. Sometimes you just don't you don't look at the work the same. I guess that's kind of the problem with like modern like media nowadays. Probably, huh? Is you don't get the full appreciation of everything.
All right.
Of course not. Yeah.
That's nice that everything's in one place now up on the Wave Division Bandcamp.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got a lot more music that, you know, we got, Gamby's gonna drop his little joint next. He got a couple other little songs that he got pushing, and then, you know, Bobby gonna drop another one, and then I'm gonna drop one after that. So, you know, I'm just gonna try to push this album and try to get enough people to at least listen to it. You know, hell, if it's like 99 cents, you know, saying for a song, you know, that's
if people can't do that, you know, come on now.
Yeah.
It's too fire, man. I know I love supporting the good music.
Oh yeah, I always try to, you know, just fucking light when I always try to, you know, just push the best type of hip hop, man. I can, you know, just like sometimes, you know, you have to kind of like look at it and say, you know what, let me just find a different outlet to push the music, because I wasn't really up on the whole streaming thing until recently.
Yeah.
You know, I'm kind of like still new to the whole streaming process of how to actually do the whole thing for Pandora or for SoundCloud or for Spotify. Like, I'm just now learning all these things, because like I said, I wasn't really focused on that. I was more focused on just writing my music.
Yeah.
You know, let me get the slide. Hold on, real quick, a second.
Yeah, I gotta. Can you guys see that on there? Is it just kind of like blurry?
It's starting to focus. Yeah, it's getting closer. What is it?
That's all the Bandcamp album
there it
on
is.
Wave Division right there.
It went bad.
Right.
Very convenient. Bandcamp, pretty good.
Keeps them all together, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where can we hear the album tomorrow exactly? On Bandcamp or?
Yeah, you can hear it on Bandcamp. I think it's going to be on Spotify. We was creating a PayPal, so I think it's going to be on all those little, you know, Spotify, YouTube. I know you can get it on, if you actually go onto Bobby's page and to the link, you actually can get it through the link from, you know, the Wave Division, Wave Division. I'm just happy, man. Tomorrow, you know, for me, it's just like having a baby. You know, this is my baby being born. You know, and
Congratulations.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate the fact that, you know, I'm able to have, you know, 3 people that like my music. Hopefully 3 can turn into 6 turn into 9, and we just keep it pushing, man. And, you know.
Yeah, that's what we're all about over here, is just supporting one another and just, you know, bringing more attention to, you know, to the music we support and our interests, and just, you know, connect with one another.
So do you guys like, you know, I know collaborate, but on a different level, like as far as music goes, 'cause I work with anybody, man. You know, you got beats, you rhyme, I rap, let's do it.
Yeah, man, we would love to have you on a track.
Yeah, I mean, we're all write music. Daniel specifically, he's real heavy production, and Donnie's getting into it. But Daniel, man, you got to check out some of his beats for sure.
We got the mixtape coming. The song we're currently working on now is we're doing our version of the old slang tang rhythm. You know, that old dance hall rhythm.
I never seen ten, cause they gonna never in there. What they for, but that's in there. Yes, see, like that reggae music right there was like, so in Jamaican culture, when it comes to music, right, a person would take one song. Say, for instance, the hottest song right now, like say a person would take This Is Why It's Hot by Mips, right? That beat was hot. And in Jamaica, like 50 artists was on that beat. It had 50 different songs for it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm telling these guys.
So it's like that rhythm that he's talking about is a rhythm that was so big in the 80s And then you can change it up. Monday, Monday. You know what I mean? So it's like if the beat was playing, it's same pace, same bass line, same music, same song. Just 1,000 different people would rap on that song.
Yeah.
You know, and have different shit.
That's cool.
You know what I mean?
That's cool as fuck to me. I like when people come with their own flavor or like their own twist of something. So I can totally respect it. I think I would just vibe right along with that.
Tell you, 20 people will kill that one track, and it'll be, the song will be doper than the artist who actually made the beat. You know, say the song.
Exactly. That's
how Jamaican it is.
So Dox wants to get on the song with us then.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready, man. All I can do is to send me an email with the beat. I record it, and I'm good to go, man. I'm always ready to make some music.
And we heard one of the beats that you sent, Donnie, that we really liked.
Oh yeah. I called it Ode to Hip Hop. It was some hip hop beat I made. I actually kind of still can touch the tracks a little bit, man, and kind of splash some, man. You know, saying some pretty dope beats. Because like a lot of my music that I did was like anthem type joints. I don't know why. I just always like to make anthem type songs. So I had a lot of anthem type beats, you know what I'm saying, like that Rough Rider type shit. I had so much beats on my computer that I could have gave you guys all different kind of hip hop, straight reggae music, female R&B. I had that shit popping in my room, and I was on my little Fruity Loops just making dope ass beats. And then one day, just like everything was gone, and from that, I haven't really touched the track since the track I made for, you know, saying for Blaze Butcher. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this is what I made.
That's dope, man. Yeah, man, that's a hard ass beat. Let me tell you, I'm really trying to get on top of that and do it justice, because, you know, I feel good about the verse, but I just need to I'm trying to get that delivery to like really pop right now. And it's like, man, like, I don't know. I jump in, you know, and I feel it and everything, but I don't know. I think I'm just focused too much on perfecting everything all at once. It's just not happening or something. I don't know.
I mean, you know, you just have to hear the beat. The beat tells you how to write to it. That's how I listen to a beat. The beat I'll play a beat in my head, and the beat would tell me how the hook's supposed to sound, how the verse is supposed to go. So it's like I said, it's not the rhyming that needs to be adjusted. It's just the way you approach the beat that has to be adjusted. You see what I'm saying? To where you know that if it has the doom 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 the doom doom, so you want to write in that pocket where that doom doom doom. So you write in that pocket. So once you're in that pocket, you're able to get the tempo of the beat. And then once you hear the beat, you can be able to write it much more, you know, fluently, because now you have the doom doom the microphone doom doom and on my nose. You know what I'm saying? So you have the rhyme and the breaks in between where you rhyme, or if you could master the constant nonstop rapping where you can do it, but you still have to have breaks in between that for you to still make the song have flow to it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So it's more approaching more on that level.
Yeah. Right now, I feel like I'm just going like a Killer Mike track or something like that, and it's like very like.
It's slow. It's a slow 92 tempo beat.
Yeah.
It's like so slow that you can actually just rap over the beat and just take it with a sample from the beat.
Yeah.
You know, it's a simple old school 90s hip hop beat. Early 90s hip hop beats, a boom bap. So you approach boom bap on that type of, think about KRS One, or think about a Rakim, you know, or think about like a Mos Def or somebody that was on that boom bap type of hip hop.
All right. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's how you approach different. That's how you approach any beat. When you hear a beat and you listen to it, you're able to kind of like, you know, adjust yourself to how the beat sounds. Because sometimes you can hear a song like, man, that beat's whack as fuck. And I believe that everyone should be honest to a producer and honest to a person who actually brings you a track. Like, nah, I don't want to rap on that.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's art, and art is subjective. So what's dope to you might be whack to me, but it's just perspective.
Right. You have to give that honest criticism. Like I said, everyone wants to be a rapper, but everyone shouldn't be a rapper.
Yeah.
That's you know what I mean? You have to take your time to actually, if you love making music, then dope. I don't knock no one for love making music, because music is an art form. Yeah. But if you're going to do it professionally or do it to make a career out of it, then you still have to respect the art form.
Yeah,
exactly.
And you know what I mean? So, you know, you gotta give it your all. And a lot of these rappers don't give their hip hop best when it comes to making their music, because everyone feels it's easier to rap on the same beat, same pattern, same style, same flow, cadence, that shit, and there's nothing of substance in there aside from bitches, guns, weed.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Makes sense.
You know, just push yourself.
Yeah.
You know, just push yourself. Just push yourself to write dope music, man.
Yeah. That's what you know what. That was my first passion, was always writing. So, shit.
But writing. Fortunately, though, like especially having Daniel as our main producer right now, I feel so fortunate that like we're not pigeonholed to, we're not like pressured to make like sound.
Playing over makes some noise, my bad. Playing over, flying over and shit. LAX on the street.
That's all right.
Yeah, no,
what were you saying, Jordan?
Yeah, no, I was just saying it's nice having you know, somebody like Daniel in our, like, close to us that makes all our beats for us, so that, you know, we don't really have to like sound like anybody else. Like, we just naturally already have our own sound, even though it is inspired by, you know, Cottonmouth Kings and a lot of suburban noise acts and early 90s you know, rock and stuff, but
yeah, we kind of discussed like what kind of energy do we want, what, you know, what tempo, what sort of sounds and stuff. All three of us kind of, you know, make it come together.
Yeah, we all taste.
Yeah. See right now, like you guys are in a very good space right now, because, you know, you guys can create something that's dope. Because, okay, for instance, take the Cottonmouth Kings, right? The Cottonmouth Kings music was geared towards suburban white kids, right? So you got suburban, so they'll come to the show, they'll support the music. Now you have one session splashed in you know, in a set of the music, so you have a different flavor of music now, and you have other cats just like, you know, like Big B, Dirtbag, you know, Judge Dredd, all these cats that have their own different styles of music. But there was no one in that section aside from one session, and aside from what's the other group? The group with the four cats that played rock and rolls. That rock group. Headed PE. Like I fucks with their music. Like I had liked their music because it was different.
Yeah.
You know, it was different. So it's like when you have a roster of people who rap the same, and their music is geared towards this set of people, it stays with these set of people. You see what I'm saying?
Before the show, we actually were kind of talking about how like one session was a dope fresh of like a breath of fresh air from being in the rip hop. Like they brought the smooth melodic hip hop back, and then you know, freaking because a lot of people that fell in love with KMK before they even knew about them. Like I know for me, being a skater kid, being into the hip hop, like because like a lot of the skateboarders from New York and stuff, they're listening to a lot of hip hop, and so when you're watching skate videos, you're hearing a lot of raw hip hop, and then growing up and listening to like the Wake Up Show on Power and stuff like that, like get exposed to a lot of good music. Like, you know, like I grew up listening to Cali Agents and freaking The Licks and all that kind of stuff since I was like, you know, junior high. So the King K scene was great because I also was a little punker skater kid at the same time. So like collabing all that, like we said in the beginning, it's all the hip hop culture like coming full circle and bringing everyone together.
Yeah.
See, like when you have like a collection of artists like the Cottonmouth Kings, where you had different artists that was rapping, where you had people like, you know, Johnny Richter and what's the other cat name? The other rapper dude,
D-Lo.
D-Lo. When you had those dudes, you hear them, they had the little gangster in them, right?
Yeah.
And then you had the other cats, they was kind of like rapping for the suburban kids. The fact that you stated that you grew up to Cali Agents and grew up to these hip hop artists, that was not just the suburban type of music that was played at the Cottonmouth show. That puts you in a much more doper position, because now your music could be dope hip hop, and you can still reach out to the masses of suburban kids who like that dope hip hop. The Logic, the what's the other cat name that can rap real good? The other white cat. What's his name from out there from the East Coast? What's his name?
Action. No,
Action Bronson, like Action Bronson, like type, you know what I mean, like that can reach those type of people, but still is dope.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like that's the kind of vibe, because hip hop is coming back, man. Like it's coming back, and real hip hop is coming back, officially coming back. But it just takes people to actually bring it to the masses so they can actually hear good music, good quality music, and not this bullshit watered down shit that's being popping right now. You see what I'm saying?
Man.
So, you know, just create something special, man.
Yeah. Hey, man. That's for sure. So it looks like it's probably getting a little late. I don't know how you guys doing.
I'm good, man. I'm chilling. I'm just soaking up all these all these gems, man. It's just a pleasure with you having your time.
Yeah. Like I said, you know, for me, you know, I love writing dope music.
Yeah.
I love to fuck with people that loves to hear dope music. And I want to be around dope people that have positive energy. Like my whole vibe with me, I'm a very positive individual, and my vibe is very humble. I come from a humble origin, so I have to be humble in everything I do in life, because, you know, I know what it means to be poor, what it means to have a bathroom outside, and what it means to hear gunshots, waking up to gunshots and seeing your loved ones killed, and people, you know, going through just all type of different situations in one small place. I've seen that, and I've been through it. So I've always been humble at life. So that separates me from a lot of different people, because I don't really like people. I mean, that makes any sense. I mean, I love people, but I don't like people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because people have different motives.
Exactly.
If I fuck with you, I fuck with you, and my friendship is very genuine to anyone that comes into my space. If I'm cool with you, I smoke a blunt with you, we vibing, we connect, we chilling, we doing music, whatever. You know that I would never ever, you know, come at you with some bullshit, or come at you on some. I won't bite my tongue, but I will let you know when you're wrong, you're wrong. But when you're right, you're right. I'm gonna roll with you whether you're right or you're wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's
I never felt nothing but respect from you, man. Even though it was just from, you know, the fact that you gave me shout outs just from Instagram, even it was genuine, and like I could tell it was real. So I always appreciated that, and you know, it grew.
Of course,
to this
of course.
Friendship right here.
I hear what you're saying though, P-Dox. Like we got to hold one another accountable. You know what I mean? And that's a part of loving one another.
Yeah.
Of course. I mean, you know, like I said, because you have a person who's not telling, you know, an artist that can't rap, that he should rap, and he's in the studio and he's just sitting there, you know, just hyping him up and shit. Then what do you expect those saying to happen? Like there's no one's gonna be able to teach that other individual how to grow.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So if there's no growth in the movement, everyone stays stagnant at the same spot, then who, what are we doing?
Yeah.
You know, so,
but just speaking up
create
just a little
something
bit.
special.
Yeah, but speaking up just a little bit, and maybe just like a little bit of constructive criticism might just be like the little bit that they need, and just to get elevate to that next level.
Of course. Like I said, if you guys in the studio and you guys are making music, and you hear something, you're like, nah, you should change that. That don't sound right, because now you're not critiquing the beat. You're constructing the beat, because remember, the producer always have to still be optional to say, all right, what do you want me to fix? So this song can sound good, because the producer has to also remember that his music is going out there. His music can be dope, but a whack ass rapper gonna make it sound fucking trash.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. So that's how you have to always approach it. Like let's make something that's dope that everyone would like.
There you go.
That make sure the lyrics and the beat.
Yeah, or the waste of effort. Sorry, Joe.
Right.
Oh no, I'm good. Yeah, the lag sometimes it makes us interrupt one another. Like we're just finishing
our thoughts.
Yeah, no, I hear you though. And you know what? I feel that's a kind of a hurdle that we have to overcome, but that we're doing a good job of in the respect that we're all in three different. So we can't really get in the studio and all make music to one another. We have to record and say it's a lot of it's all back and forth.
Yeah,
but
right.
I got to give my hat off to Daniel for all the mixing and the beat making and everything. He does. I mean, the way he juggles it all and the way he puts it all together is just, man, my hat goes off to him. We're very fortunate.
Yeah. The payoff is definitely
dope.
All worth.
Real talk. That's real. I mean, and that's dope, because see, even though you guys not in the same place, mentally you're in the same place, because now you know what he wants and he knows what you want, so you guys still get it done. That's dope. Like I said, you guys are moving the train, and once you guys create your own sub noise, you can do your own shows, and you can have your own artists. So saying you can book me. I'm gonna come out and record. Hey, what you want to do? I got you. You gotta pay me. I just want to go on stage and do some music.
Hey,
that's what
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Now we're talking.
Yeah.
When I was performing for Suburban Noise in one session at these shows, I never got paid. And I never once complained about getting paid. I never said, "Well, where's my cut?" I never got paid. Let me state that for the record. I've never received a single penny from any of those shows or from the album, because for me at that time it wasn't really about money.
Exactly.
I want to make music, so I just it never really dawned on me like I should be getting paid. I'm like, I was getting paid anyway, so I had other little hustles going on, so that wasn't really like affecting my little pocket, making little show money. I'm like, okay, well, I can make that in like 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't tripping off that shit. I was just mostly want to go on stage, perform in front of a bunch of people that I don't know, and after the show's over, I got a bunch of people that want to know me.
Yeah, and you know what I was going to say. I'm sure looking back now, the experience itself was way more valuable than however much you would have gotten paid anyways, because of who knows how many people you touched, but also just that's like almost like an internship. Like you're getting the experience of actually performing and getting up there.
I mean, I had people. After we dropped the Hidden Treasures album, I had people from fucking Russia. I had a cat from fucking Switzerland hit me up like, yo, because of Suburban Noise, he was able to hear the one session music. Because Suburban Noise had reached out to cats in Russia and cats in these European countries where they probably performed that before.
You
got Kong in Thailand listening.
Yeah.
So Suburban Noise had great reach. They had great, great distribution. And this is all pre or very early internet days. So
MySpace. This is MySpace before YouTube. This is MySpace.
Yep.
Yeah, early 2000s.
You know, being like, right. So like I had oh, by the way, like once again, yo, shouts out to my man Alex, man, in Russia that actually made Hand of God, you know what I'm saying, on the album. My cat from Russia, man, Alex, man, like he made the beat. So shouts out to him once again, man. Like, yeah, the beat was done by Cat in Russia. Like I heard it and I'm like, yo, I need that. And he was able to send it to me, and Bobby, you know, fixed it up. So that's like the song that I did with my daughter. So, you know, like I said, man, I had that reach to reach cats from in different countries that don't even speak English. I want that. I want that type of money. That's the money I want to get.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That European money.
Big movie.
You know, because it sells.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's a numbers game. Music is a numbers game, so.
Yeah.
Streaming, all that stuff. You know, like I said,
the streaming
right now is it's money right now. But how much is the artist going to give up to these record labels that's going to still find a way to still penny pinch you on the dollar?
Exactly.
You know, so you gotta make your own. Like I said, man, there's so much money out here to be made. Even though we going through this whole pandemic shit with this COVID-19 shit.
Yeah.
Once it gets back, I wouldn't say get back to normal, but once it get back to a sense of, okay, it's here, we deal with it, let's figure out how to deal with it, and let's move on and still be able to interact with people. Then you will see how much music is going to get pushed out right now, man, because everyone is sitting up in the home cooking up something in their own lab. Like, okay, I got time now because I'm not working, I'm not going to school, you know, I'm not dealing with all this bullshit, negativity bullshit outdoors. I'm in the house stuck. So now you people got time to make music. So now you're going to see 1,000 Jay-Z's, 1,000 Nas, 1,000 Little Gottis, and all these other rappers, man. You're going to start seeing them coming out in the woodworks. But like I say, it's open space for y'all saying to jump in that lane, man, and be able to get y'all music out there, man.
We're all in it together, man.
So, of course, man. You always got to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess if people could be on the lookout for some future projects for us with P-Dox, I guess they could count on that, because that would be our pleasure,
man. Most definitely, man. Most definitely. Yo, shouts out to the whole Wave Division.
Yes,
-1, DJ Bobby B,
Team Bobby,
Gamby, Tri-State, my man Cringe out in Florida. I know you know, but Cringe, you still my boy, man. You know, custom made Scoobs, you know, the whole camp, man. Low labor, you know, it's my boy. When I was in high school, I had a group with him called Lyrical Assassins, man. So Low Labor Union, my boy Rashad, man. That's my cat that's my guy, man. So I've been doing this since 1992, making hip hop.
That's what's
so understand that I'm giving you 90s hip hop music, man.
And by the time this is going to be dropping, his album is going to be available on Bandcamp. So we'll
big day tomorrow.
Yeah, check that out on the Wave.
Man, Big J. Wave Division. Shouts out to the whole Kingston, Jamaica, Whitehall Avenue. Big up to my kids. I'm about to be a grandfather in a couple of months, you know what I'm saying? So shouts out to my son, about to be a father himself. So it's all about growth, man. All about growth. So, you know, it's all about growth, man. So once again, tomorrow, Monday, July 27th, get that album, man. Blessed by the Gods, man. Dox Almighty, your boy Paradox, man. You know what it is. Hip hop finest, Kingston boy.
That's what's up.
Hey, thanks so much for your time, man. And I'm sure this won't be the last.
Yeah, of course not, man. I'm always open for many more. You know, actually, I want to do another one after the album drop, probably in a couple of weeks, and after you guys hear it, listen to it, and you guys give back your positive feedback, your negative feedback. I want it all, because you know, each one to each one. So you guys listen to it, tell me what you like, what you don't like, what you think I should do, what you think I should fix, how I should approach it, and you know, just hip hop, man, just growth and development, man, hip hop, man.
Yes, sir. You got that, bro.
You know, man.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, man. Huge honor.
Yeah, man, respect, you know what I'm saying? More light to more fire, you know what I'm saying? We burn them up, man, one session. You know what it is, Kingston, Jamaica, Whitehall Avenue. I got to big up my block because, listen, I love Jamaica, man. I love my country, man. I love where I'm from. Sometimes it can be fucked up. Sometimes it can be the best place you want to be. But no matter what happens, man, I'm going to still be a Kingston boy to the heart, to the fullest. I'm never going to stop repping it, man. So big up to my country, man. Jamaica, you see me? Yeah, man. Bless up.
Thanks, P-Doc. See you, bro.
Respect, Kings. Y'all have a good night, man. Hey, big up to who will listen to, you know, send this podcast. Thank you for listening. Taking your time out to hear my story. I got much more to give y'all, man. It's only one side that y'all got. You're going to hear much more stories after the album drops. So big up, man. Bless up to everyone. Love.
Thank you, brother. Checkmate Crew's loving it.
100.
Bless up. See?
All right.
Yeah, man. Bless.
Peace.